The Douglas region is a beautiful tropical area in which to live in, but unfortunately we're also vulnerable to natural disasters. With that in mind, it is very important that you prepare your home for the storm season, so you're ready for whatever Mother Nature may throw at us.
In most instances, including a cyclone, your home is the safest place to be.
This means knowing the risks, preparing your property before the cyclone season, having an emergency plan for yourself, your family and your pets, having an emergency kit with at least 3 days of supplies, and knowing your evacuation routes. We encourage residents and visitors to follow the plan, pack, listen approach.
You might be surprised to know that the storm surge is the most dangerous part of the cyclone event.
They can be even more dangerous than the destructive winds.
In cyclones, there's a risk of damaging storm tides in the Douglas area due to the many low-lying coastal communities. Know the risks.
Each property within the Douglas Shire evacuation zone is assigned a colour.
The red zone is the highest risk area and the most likely to be evacuated. The orange zone is high risk and the yellow zone is a moderate risk.
It is important to know what colour zone you are in. Evacuation stickers can be collected from the council and are to be placed in your property's power box.
If you're not connected to the power grid, all you need to do is contact council and we will come out and put an evacuation zone sticker under your kitchen sink.
Have an evacuation plan for you and your family, and listen to the advice and information when a cyclone watch or warning is issued.
Direct evacuations may be issued. When this occurs, you must leave your property and move to an area that's safe.
Most of the major residential areas are shown in this video. Go to the Douglas Shire Council website for detailed maps of the evacuation zones. Included on the maps are evacuation routes.
So what are your evacuation options? For most people, the safest place to shelter during a tropical cyclone is their own home or with friends and relatives.
By staying in a home outside of any storm tide threat, you will be more comfortable. You can keep your pets with you and you can even offer shelter to friends and family. There are also many accommodation providers such as resorts in the Douglas Shire that can provide very comfortable and safe shelter during a cyclone or storm tide event.
As a last resort, you can go to the storm tide shelter at the Port Douglas Primary School located on Endeavour Street.
The shelter will only be activated where storm tide is forecast to impact properties in the Douglas Shire. The shelter will not be opened for events where storm tide is not forecast to occur.
Only people who are in the storm tide risk area will be allowed into the shelter.
The shelter is constructed to withstand a Category 5 cyclone. It provides an area of refuge for a large amount of people for a short amount of time.
In the event of evacuation, the storm tide cyclone shelter will be set up with chairs only. You will not be able to bring mattresses or pull out stretchers. You may be in here for up to 48 hours, so you need to be self-sufficient.
This includes bringing your medications, non-perishable foods, refreshments, and any important documents.
Domestic pets are also not allowed, so it's very important that as part of your evacuation planning, you find a suitable location for them prior to the storm season.
Personal baggage is limited to a small bag or backpack.
Anything deemed oversized or unnecessary may not be permitted within the shelter.
It's very important to be selective in what you carry.
Once the storm surge shelter is locked down, people cannot enter or leave until the all clear is given by the local disaster management group. This may be for a period of up to 48 hours.
Notification of the shelter opening will be through media outlets such as the ABC radio, through Council's website and Council's Facebook page.
Evacuation or recovery centre will be established once the threat has passed. They are designed to provide relief and housing for those who have had their properties damaged or destroyed during the event.
Prior preparation and planning is critical to a successful evacuation.
Complacency is the biggest killer in the event of a major cyclone or storm tide. It is extremely important to be fully prepared well before a cyclone or storm tide event, so that if the worst occurs, you are not wasting valuable time getting yourself, your family and your home or business ready. Council's website has all the information you need to ensure you're well prepared.
Investing a little bit of time now could make all the difference and potentially save your life.
Go to the website, know your risks, plan, pack and listen.